Guys, it's another beautiful day in Kentucky. Here we go, headed to Augusta Independent Schools. Y'all come on with me. Let's go. Guys, we made it to Augusta Independent Schools. First thing is swag drop off for the superintendent, Lisa McCain, fabulous superintendent. So we are at the board office, gonna head that way, and then we'll head to the school district. Here we go. Let's go. And we're back with On the Road with Carla, and I'm with...
This is Allison Bach.
Allison Bach. Did I say that correctly?
You did,
because I can really tear up some names.
No,
okay,
you're good. Like the composer.
I love it. And she's fabulous from what I understand, like the composer. So let's talk a little bit with Allison here. So what is your role here at Augusta?
So I am the assistant principal. This is my first year as the assistant principal. I'm also the instructional coach for our teachers, and then I still get to interact with kids. I am the drama coach as well for our high school drama club.
Drama club. We may have to check that out a little bit later.
Maybe so.
So with that said, this is her first year in leadership. So prior, what did you do?
So I've been here at Augusta for 13 years. 12 was in the classroom. I was fourth grade self-contained for 9 years. And then the last 3, I was our intermediate team lead and the 4, 5, 6 math teacher. So I've been a little bit everywhere.
She's been everywhere, and she did 4th grade. So we understand that. So you really get into with the kids, and it's 4th grade's special to me. It's really. It's an in-between, isn't it?
They're old enough to be independent, but yet they still get upset and are managing those feelings. Yes. So it's a lot of hand-holding, but also go on your own.
Go on your own. I love it. So with that said, what drives you in this world of education to come here every day?
So I never wanted to be a teacher. My mom was a teacher. So it was, I always saw the teacher aspect of it. But really, when I was in high school, like I was kind of at the top of my class, and everybody's like, "Oh, what are you going to do?" I was like, "I'm going to be a teacher." And they're like, "What? You should be a doctor, a lawyer." So that really kind of drove me like, no, like you want like good teachers. So in my classroom, I was very positive. I really wanted the kids to believe in themselves and set goals. And if they believe in themselves and they get that intrinsic motivation to achieve those goals, then that's when I was successful. Even if they hadn't mastered a lot of content on the grade level, if they were growing and believing themselves and knowing that it's not that I can't do it, I just can't do it yet. That was our magic word in my classroom. That's what really drives me, was when the yet comes. And they say.
I absolutely love that because, it's about the students growing, growing at all levels, a whole well-rounded student. And I love that she wanted to see them grow. And so now you're in this leadership role, your first year.
Yeah.
And so what's special about Augusta that you've been here for 13 years?
So I'm an outsider. I'm from Lewis County. And when you came in, immediately it was very welcoming. People were giving you hugs, and you're just seeing it's a family here. So now I've moved from living an hour away to me and my wife live a block away, and I walk to school every morning, and during the weekends I still see my kids. They wave at us, and I have twin kindergartners, so it's like the whole school knows their name, because it's just, we're a family here, and that's what really brought me in.
I love that they're family, and so true, because look, I got some swag when I got here, and immediately I put it on. Very welcoming here. You are just a family, and I love that. Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
Yeah, no problem. Good to see you.
This is mainly for the teachers, but
okay.
It has resources to use with their students.
Gotcha. So this is a great playbook that they can come and kind of get also their own little professional development in their own little way, plus their resources.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Great job. Awesome. Good job.
Ready?
Yep.
Here we go.
Great. And we're back with On the Road with Carla, and I'm with
Brenda Poe,
Brenda. So, how long have you been here at Augusta?
20 years.
20 years, folks. Listen to that. So, what drives you to be here for 20 years, Brenda?
I just love this district and the students. I grew up in Robertson County, so I came through a small school system, and I know the things that students might have to face. I know the background. I grew up like that. And the students here are just wonderful. They're just so polite and loving. And when you get, especially now, to work with them one-on-one like I'm doing, you get to form an even closer bond and see how they're doing individually.
That is amazing. So, speaking of, you do a lot of one-on-one. So, what is your role here?
For 17 years, I taught fifth grade, highly accountable area, and I taught every subject. I was responsible for math and reading and writing and science and social studies, the whole caboodle. Yeah. And this 3 years ago, this is my third year in this position, that they came to me and said, hey, we've got a little bit of funds. We think that you would be great as an intervention teacher. So that's what I've been doing for the past 3 years and kind of growing with it as I'm doing it. The Reflex program, our educational foundation, came up with the funds for us, and we were so very thankful because we had started using this 3 years ago as like kind of a grant, researched it and found out that with the fact fluency, there's a lot of growth. But again, we use our iReady test scores and look at each individual child as to what they need. And so, like one of them over there might be needing to just work on counting with the numbers of 5 and making groups of 5. And then the other one might already be working on up to 10. So I follow that closely and use those resources, and thankfully we have both resources.
So that's pretty amazing because you pinpoint exactly what that child needs and work with that child individually.
Yes.
One-on-one, which in some cases, some districts can't do that.
Right. And some of my
but this is a
groups-
blessing.
Yes, this is a blessing. This is a small group. In some groups, I might have as many as 4 or 5 in here, but it's still at their pace, and a lot of times, thankfully, they're working on the same skill set.
That's awesome. So I have one more question for you. So you are actually, your story's unique because you didn't start teaching until what age?
I started teaching at the age of 48. I graduated from high school, went to college the first time at Maysville Community, got a little business degree in '76, but there was a recession hit. Even going into working in a vet's clinic was like $2 something an hour. So I gave up and applied to work at Jockey International. And you always hear about people of getting stuck with the paycheck and afraid to leave it, because I was sewing like 60 bundles of clothing a day with 6 dozen in each bundle just to make $12 an hour.
Wow.
And then I'd always loved learning. By the time when my son started kindergarten, I went back to college in my 40s, knees knocking and the whole thing, to become a teacher. And then even when I did my master's degree and had to drive back and forth to NKU, I'm a small town girl. So my knees were knocking the whole time as I was driving down that road. But it just goes to show I've also got that behind me that, hey, kids, you need to go on. You can do anything. Yep. Look at me. I was the youngest of 5, only one in my family to graduate high school, only one to go on and own my own property and everything. So I can bring out my history.
Yes.
To reach these kids and
Yes.
say, you can be what you want to be. You gotta work
I
for it.
love this story. It's a fabulous story, but also it also shows the drive that you had, and it also says this, that it doesn't matter how old you are, you can keep learning.
Yes, you can keep learning. I'm 68 now, and it's just the health and stuff that's getting to me, or I would go until they told me, hey, we're ready for you to leave.
Yes. And I can feel that. So, you know what? Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
Thank you for coming.
And we're back with On the Road with Carla, and I'm with
Nick Maddox.
Nick, so what do you do here at Augusta?
I teach math and reading in the intermediate grade levels, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
All right, math and reading. All right, 4th, 5th, and 6th?
4th, 5th, and
All
6th.
right, so you got a little range there because I've always felt like 6th grade's a little different. It's like a middle. It's not really middle school. It's not really elementary, right?
Kind of in between.
Yeah. So how long have you been teaching?
This is just my first year.
First year. Okay. So, with that said, what's special about Augusta? What you've been here. This is what February. So what's special?
I love the small classrooms. I come from a bigger school when I went to school, and I love our small class size here. I feel like the students get more one-on-one attention here.
So where are you from originally?
Mason County.
Mason County. All right. So, I know there's some ups and downs when it comes to teaching, but with that said, do you foresee yourself to continue on, and what drives you as a teacher in general?
I love what I'm doing now. I wish I would have done this about 15 years ago. As far as why I love doing it, is just I like to see the light bulb click on when students finally understand, especially math equations. I really like seeing that.
I love that. He likes to see the light bulb come on, and I would say that is special because then you realize they've caught on and they've got it.
Right.
Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, guys, Augusta, take a look. George Clooney, y'all. You guys recognize this face? Yes, you will see a selfie, Mr. Kelch, here in a little while. And we're back with On the Road with Carla, and I'm with
Jasper Miller from Augusta Independent.
Jasper. Jasper, what grade are you?
9th.
You're a freshman. Okay. So, but there's something unique about Augusta. Have you been here your entire
A decent amount. Couple of years.
couple of years? Oh, so are you from a different district? Did you move into Augusta?
I was homeschooled, then I went to Bracken, then I came here.
All right. That's awesome. Okay. So with that said, what's special about Augusta?
It feels like you're in a giant family. You can talk to anybody you want.
A giant family. I love that. So I just have to ask you, what's your favorite subject?
Math and science.
Math and science, not my cup of tea, but kudos to you. So with math and science, just thinking about your future, what do you think you might want to do when you grow up?
Mechanical engineering.
Mechanical engineering. Wow, man. Go with it. I love that. So that's pretty amazing. So what is something here at Augusta that you love to do? Like today's pajama day, but are there other events that happen that you enjoy participating in?
There's a lot of events. In band, Mr. Bonner finds every event I can do for band.
So are you in band?
Yes.
Oh, what do you play?
Clarinet.
Clarinet. Okay, so I like to beat on the drums. Notice I said beat on them because whether it's really playing or not, I'm not sure, but I do. I enjoy doing that. So do you like playing the clarinet?
Yes.
Do you have the clarinet with you today?
I do.
Can we get it? And maybe you do some playing for us?
I could, yeah.
All right. Well, after this interview, let's get your clarinet.
Okay.
Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
You're welcome.
And we're back with On the Road with Carla, and I'm with
Carly Courts,
Carly. Good to have you. So what grade are you in?
7th.
She is a 7th grader, you guys. So have you been at Augusta School K through?
No, I came here this year.
Oh, your first year at Augusta. So where were you before?
Robertson.
Robertson County. So tell me what you think about Augusta schools.
They do take care of more stuff than Robertson, and it's a really great school.
That's great. So who's your favorite teacher so far?
That's a hard one. Because, I like all my teachers, but I kind of like Mr. Lawson the best.
Okay. And what's special about Mr. Lawson?
He makes his class, really fun, but, at the same time, you're learning stuff.
So basically learning can be fun, right?
Yeah.
That is awesome. So, and what does he teach?
He teaches math.
Math. Well, we're going to have to go visit Mr. Lawson, right? All right. Okay, that's awesome. So I've got one more question for you. What is your favorite subject?
Math.
Math. Love it. Okay, so what do you think? I know you're in 7th grade. You still have a little time to think about this, but what would you like to do when you grow up?
Well, I don't really know, but I've been leaning towards like a chiropractor,
Okay.
but I don't really know for sure.
Yeah. Hey, and it's okay. You're in 7th grade, right? But it's, you can think about it. You can research it and figure things out. Who knows? I might come back in several years from now and you'll be a chiropractor here in Augusta. Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
You're welcome.
And we're back with On the Road with Carla, and I'm with
Avery Brewer.
Avery. So glad you're here with me on the road with Carla. What grade are you in?
5th.
We have a 5th grader, guys. So 5th grade, let me think. What is your favorite subject?
Math and writing.
Math and writing. Okay, we got a new one in. They all like math, and there was a science. Now we have writing. So what do you like about writing?
I just like to write about stuff and do all that.
Okay, so you like to tell stories? All right, that's pretty awesome. So who's your favorite teacher?
Miss Miller.
Miss Miller. And tell me about Miss Miller. What makes her special?
She's really fun, and she always makes the class laugh.
And laughter is good for the soul. All right. So, what's special about Augusta?
I don't know. It's just really fun, and we always do assemblies and make sure to celebrate every little thing.
Oh, my goodness. Celebrate every little thing. I'm writing that down. That is amazing. A quote by Avery. Celebrate every little thing. I love that. So with that said, Augusta is a smaller school. Do you feel more family oriented here?
Yeah.
I thought so because I feel like family. Look, do you see my sweatshirt? Yay. So there's one more thing I want to talk about. You're a 5th grader, but you do cheer, right?
Yes.
And it's called, what's your cheer team called?
The Kitty Cats.
The Kitty Cats. I love it. So do you cheer at ball games?
Yeah.
Do you like cheering?
Yes.
Maybe a little bit later you can show me a cheer. All right. Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
You're welcome.
Practice.
So A, B, A, G,
Okay.
F.
Oh, good.
Good,
Okay,
that's
I
okay.
knew I did it.
You gotta do
All
it.
right, here we go.
Good.
Do
Good.
that twice.
Well, and then
again.
the second time you just go down to a C. So,
So just add that C. And then the third time, check this out. Musicians just repeat. Same thing, and then the fourth time. It's a C.
so this is not my game, but Carly is going to state. Am I right?
Yeah.
State with this. All right. So show me. First of all, just show me how you pull. What all
So
that.
you put your fingers here, like this,
3 of them.
underneath
Okay.
the knot, and just pull back to right here.
Uh-huh.
And some people don't hold it for long, but some people have to. But you have to get an anchor right here at your mouth, and then you'll have an arrow on there when you
Right.
shoot.
And then you just casually let go.
Yeah, you'll just let go
Yeah.
after you get done.
May I?
Yeah.
Wait. I hold it this way.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever hit your face?
No.
Okay. So the 3 fingers
Yeah, just don't
below
let
the
go.
knot, right?
Whatever you do, just don't let go.
Don't let go. Okay, and then I just bring it. Okay. Okay, yeah, there you go. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah. And then if I had the bow, then I would let go and hit the target. So again, the 3 fingers, and then just pull. It's not as easy as you think.
No, not
And
at
then
all.
go. All right. Thank you so much. And good luck to you at state.
Thank you.
And we're back with On the Road with Carla, and I'm with
Brett Lawson.
Mr. Lawson. Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. So, what do you do here at Augusta?
I teach middle school math, but I do go from 7th grade to 11th grade.
Okay, listen to that. So he's math. We've heard math all day long. So I'm not a math person, but hey, with that said, how long have you been teaching?
Here at Augusta, this is my first year, but I've taught 15 years in Fleming County.
15 years total teaching.
Yeah,
and
this
so
is year 16. Yeah.
Year 16, gotcha. So with that said, what drives you to teach?
It's really students. I know it's kind of cliche to say that, but just to see the different type of students coming from a lot to not very much, but seeing them just progress, and whether it's me giving them some kind of advice or just succeeding in math, just to see them do something with themselves and feel good about themselves, the confidence, that's really what gets me going.
And
Building those relationships, I enjoy doing that too.
I love that because we did, we had some students that said that you were their favorite. So,
That's nice.
and that means something,
Yes.
that you're connecting with them. So what's special about Augusta?
Augusta, what I like about Augusta, it's totally different than what I'm used to doing in a big public school. The population and what I was before, just the 7th and 8th grade, it's the whole school here. So it's a smaller number. My children are with me here as well. It's more of a family-oriented environment versus where I was at before. And that's what I really like about it.
Yeah. Several said that, family oriented. And even, when I came, it's very welcoming. See, I got a sweatshirt. I've said that all day. So it is a very welcoming place, and it's like home, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Thank you for being on the road with Carla.
Yes, thanks for having me.